It is that South Korean Terran himself, the blue player, Cure. And his opponent, representing ENCE Esports, it is the Finnish phenom, the finisher, SERRAL. Wearing those red trunks, representing Zerg. And yeah, like I was saying, Cure kind of, for a little bit, looked like he was going to revolutionize the Zerg meta. Or sorry, the Terran vs. Zerg meta. By the way, Cure is a member of Dragon Phoenix Gaming. One of, at this point, I would say the powerhouse teams in StarCraft 2. But yeah, Cure kind of revolutionized the meta a little bit with a very fast Drilling Claws Widowmine drop harassment build. And he didn't use this to necessarily try and win the game, but he used this very similar to how Terran players used Vultures in Brood War in PvT, or TvP if I may. Now what I mean by that is he would use them in an effort to consistently get economic damage and keep the Zerg penned back. And it kind of forces a specific tech route as well. If you don't get those mutas up, you're going to have an incredibly difficult time dealing with those drops. Or, you know, like 4, 5, 6 Hydras in each base. 2 Spore Crawlers, you know, Spine Crawlers. Like, you need a lot to ensure you don't take any damage from it. And it was just a really, really interesting way of getting into an incredibly secure mid and late game. And of course, because you have that double factory setup, you're already ready to go into, well, Drilling Claw Widowmine, since you've already got the upgrade, you've already got everything there. Let's say it's Lurker Tech, you can just add on a second Tech Lab and go into double tank production. It's just a really versatile way to play. And it's really cool to see, to be honest. Now, are we going to be seeing more of that here? We are seeing a skipping of the Reaper here, which it seems like a lot of Korean Terrans are starting to go for. Ooh, this Overlord. Oh, man, it's going to go down, isn't it? Yeah, it will go down. Double Marine opening, working very well for Cure right here. Oh, that is super painful to SERRAL to start this off. And there we go. Super fast third command center coming down from Cure right here. And, well, he gets himself a fantastic starting position. And look at this. We're going to be seeing Overlord speed out of SERRAL. I do like that he skips Ling speed here. He doesn't need it with no Reaper on the map. Now, of course, you do have to be mindful of the first couple of Hellions, but he'll get that Ling speed eventually. And he's still got 2 drones on gas, so it won't even be that long, that delayed. Now, you still do have to be very, very careful. Like, very careful as SERRAL. But in this particular case, he's totally fine. Specifically because Cure is going for that third command center. And SERRAL will get the scout on that pretty darn quickly. Now, something he is going to have to be still mindful of is... I mean, like I was saying, those first couple of Hellions can be a big problem to deal with. And, well, they're not going to try and run in here. SERRAL taking a the kind of European style of third base, I would say. Hellions, by the way, are just kind of creeping around here. They already know where that third base is, so they're like, yeah, okay, this is fine. And it is going to be a follow-up of Bio, of course. Mech not really in vogue at the highest level these days. SERRAL did kind of make his... Ooh, look at this. Hellion run by potentially going to come in here, but the Queen's in great position, even without that Ling speed. Cure not going to be able to find any purchase just yet. And there we go. Double Engineering Bay coming down behind this. SERRAL not yet starting his double Evo, just on that 1 gas setup for the moment, which is the more common way to play for a while. Some players will go up into a relatively quick double gas, but not going to be in this scenario. And Ling speed about to finish up. I like that SERRAL is going after these rocks. Very crucial to clear those out. He's already gotten a little bit of chip damage on this one set of rocks right here. And gonna switch on over to those as well. The quicker you can take those out, the better it is for the Zerg player. Of course, 3 base 8 racks pushes are incredibly strong on a map like Romanticide. Just because those rocks provide a really uncomfortable setup, and there's kind of a quick attack path you can go for here that doesn't really offer much counterattack potential. But SERRAL already kind of countering that a little bit. Ooh, I like this from Kira, but very quick reaction time from SERRAL. Gonna get on out of there, get out of position, and immediately goes back to attacking those rocks. Very, very nice to see SERRAL prioritizing these. And he will get them down before the Hellions pop back in. Does lose those creep tumors, which is annoying, but he's still got these active ones that he can spread. And there it is. That spreads them right as I say that. Now, big problem actually for SERRAL is how late his Evo chambers really are. They're actually extremely late right here. He starts up his 1-1, while Cure's 1-1 is about, what, 70% done? Cure not going to miss his Armory timing either. He's got it very early there. And keeping these Hellions alive does mean that a potential Marine Hellbat push could be very frightening. Actually, very interesting that he's adding on more Hellions here. So he's going to be going up into a potential 6 Hellbats. By the way, 1-1 and combat shields will be done for this push. Cure kind of just waiting for that 1-1 to finish up, and yeah, there it is. Just about 10 seconds away. Ooh, look at this. We've got ourselves a Baneling Dropper Lord coming in. Oh, and I love this route he's taking. And it looks like it is going to be that, potentially that, well, not yet. Maybe that 8-rack setup. Oh, this is a lot of Queens. No Bane speed just yet. And SERRAL going to kind of take a bit of a rough fight right here. Doesn't even clear up all the Hellbats, but he's used most of his Banelings. Oh, man, those Queens, they are getting gunned down. But Cure is very far forward on creep. Really overstaying his welcome here. And now Bane speed will be finished up, but there's nothing on the map currently. Just some Zerglings on the way. And a lot of the Queens are going to go down. SERRAL, ooh, there's only 4 Marines left, so he will force this back. And he still is going to be able to respread his creep pretty effectively. How many SCVs went down there? Looks like 6 SCVs. Not bad. Oh, man, Cure trying to click down some of the morphing Banelings. SERRAL, oh, nice splits from Cure right there. Very interesting to continue to morph in Auralian Hellions and morph them into Hellbats as they get further forward. And, oh, these Banelings, they are going to try and roll on forward, but there's just not enough of them. And SERRAL, he is going to be forced out of game number 1. Cure takes a very convincing, I would say, game number 1. Really nicely done from him. And SERRAL's going to have to figure something out going into game 2, because that was... It's not like anything went particularly wrong. He just didn't deal with the push all that well. And, well, game 2 is going to be Lightshade. Lightshade, a little bit better of a Zerg map, I would say, than Romanticide. Not that Romanticide's necessarily a bad map, just a little bit uncomfortable for Zergs, I would say. And, well, here we go. Game number 2. Spawning down in the bottom right position of the map, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming in South Korea. It is the online monster, Cure. And his opponent, spawning up in the top left, representing ENCE Esports. It is the red Zerg player, SERRAL. Yeah, his Baneling speed was a little bit late. His upgrades were very late. And yeah, Cure was all over him. That double Marine drop, or double Marine opening that killed that first Overlord was really, really effective. It had far-reaching ramifications with SERRAL going for a very, very defensive, very safe play with the Overlord speed upgrade. And Cure going for the insane greed of that very, very fast third command center. And we saw it, yeah, it didn't even get up into that 8-rack stage. Like, it was just, Cure finished up his 4th and 5th barracks, and by that point, it was, the damage was pretty much already done. SERRAL was basically broken. Now, we are going to be seeing a standard opening from both players once again. Neither one of them really likes to mix it up too much. This is no Rainer, this is no... you know, who's a good maybe a Maru, who's very willing to go for a proxy 2 racks. No, these are very confident in their macro players. Now, that does not mean that SERRAL won't mix it up. It just means that he's more comfortable playing his own game, so to speak. And SCV Scout from Kira just going to confirm, yep, there's a hatchery here. Cool, there's a hatchery there. Now, saw a very, very cool move from Dark in one of these games, one of these series versus Innovation during the group stages, where he utilized his opponent's limited scouting and limited information to actually kind of get at a big advantage. He actually went triple hatch before pool and took the 3rd hatchery, the 3rd base, as his natural. And it looked like a 6 Ling build. And yeah, Innovation ended up getting bamboozled very hard by it. Nice save right there on the drone. Cure almost getting one, but not quite. SERRAL going to take this 3rd hatchery. And this time he will... Wow, that's a very conservative creep tumor. Considering how much damage he got on that Reaper, that's a very conservative creep tumor. Normally you would put that right on the edge. But he really doesn't want to get that sniped. And I understand. And yeah, now it is going to be a normally timed Zergling speed. Cure going to go for another super fast 3rd command center. And look at this. Look at how SERRAL is keeping his Overlord. He is playing very, very, I would almost say scared with this. Keeping it in a very far back position. Now, yeah, this is just a huge advantage for Cure. Not as big as I would say in the early game of last game, where SERRAL committed to that Overlord speed and didn't really get a ton of value with it. Like, of course, he knew what was going on, but Cure was already going for such an economically focused build. This is a really, really strong build, by the way. So this is just a safety thing for Cure. He's going to be getting this Banshee. May add on Cloak as he gets that 2nd gas online, but for now, just looking to find what he can. And yeah, there we go. Banshee Cloak will come out. But yeah, this keeps you safe against just about everything. Ooh, now SERRAL is going to see the 3rd command center. Will not see Cloak. Will see that the starport is producing something, but oh, he does. Wow, that's actually really, really big for SERRAL. Just barely getting the scout on both add-ons right there. A very subtle course correction, sending that Overlord just a little bit further to the right. Ends up getting him like an extra pixel of vision, which actually ends up being incredibly valuable right there. And this is very interesting. He's getting a 2nd gas in the main base. I talked about in game 1, kind of more normal for Zerg players to go for single gas openings for a while. Oh man, Cure already landing his command center before the 5-minute mark. That is very, very early. Very early. Usually when you go for the more standard 1-1-1 into 3rd command center, well, not more standard now, but the old school standard, a good timing to land your 3rd base was 6 minutes. And that was a really good timing. Nice job from Cure right there. He's picked off, wow, 3 creep tumors already. Hasn't lost anything with these units. I do like this spotter Overlord from SERRAL doing a great job keeping tabs on these Hellions. Oh, Cure almost getting a shot right there. Ooh, he's going to try and utilize the splash damage by attacking the Queen, but SERRAL gets it out of there at the last second. This is really great creep spread from SERRAL. I know it's something that's kind of talked about a lot, but damn, he real good mechanics. Oh, does that block the hatchery? No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's right here. Double Evo on the way for SERRAL now. 1-1 already started up for Cure. Double Banshee is going to come on into the natural expansion. Going to be able to find already quite a few drones. Wow, 3 drones, 4 drones. And this is really nasty, actually. 7 drones, 8 drones going down. Oh my goodness. This is actually brutal right now. And, ooh, SERRAL with a quick pull in the main base, but another drone going down right there. Now, we actually have The Hellions clearing out a little bit of creep right here. The Queens are in position, though, so they're going to be able to deal with that no problem. And SERRAL, he actually pulled his creep... Or, sorry, his... He pulled his inject Queens. So that's actually really, really problematic for him. Cure going to kill off a good amount of creep in the middle of the map. SERRAL taking down these rocks and respreading this creep from earlier. And he's already getting a good number of banelings right here. He does have a quicker baneling speed than he did in last game, so it's not going to be some scenario where he loses very early on because he doesn't have baneling speed for an extra, 20, 30 seconds. These Banshees still represent a lot of threat in the top left of the map. SERRAL does have an Overseer there on top of them. Would love to see him just put it on follow command. I think that'd be pretty nice. Bane speed now finished up. Cure has this double medevac drop. Well, gonna scan for some creep right here. Gonna force a cancel on the 5th base of SERRAL. That's actually pretty nice right there. And a little bit of an overly ambitious Marine right there. Not gonna find what it's looking for. Oof. Banelings almost waddling into those Marines. 1-1 in combat shields finishing up here. Combat shields not quite done just yet. Oh, nice target fire from Cure. Picks off a single Baneling. But SERRAL a little bit too close for comfort. He's not going to be able to keep that in position. Man, this creep spread from SERRAL is so tenacious. He is just not giving an inch on this. Cure got to start up his 2-2 to maintain that upgrade lead. kind of a little bit lacking in terms of that. And instead going to start up a 4th command center first. Ooh, there is a... Oh, pretty nice splits right there from SERRAL. Still gets 8 kills and 5 kills on these Widow Mines. God, it's so difficult to find a Widow Mine that doesn't end up being cost efficient. But SERRAL still pretty good at mitigating that. SERRAL's 1-1 finishes up. Cure, like I said, a little bit slow on starting up his own 1-1. Oh, these Queens, they are very far off creep. If there's a grenade here, that could be really bad for SERRAL. Oh, but he will get back off of creep. Oof. Does, well, that actually baits out a Widow Mine, so not that bad. SERRAL with a rather large counterattack force. Is he going to try and cut off Cure's army? Ooh, he's going in. Oh, okay, does go in with a couple of Banelings. And, okay, he's going to go for a counterattack, but now he's kind of hemming and hawing. A little bit of indecision from SERRAL. And now he might end up being the one that gets surrounded. But, ooh, will get some decent connections. Cure with some okay splits. But, yeah, SERRAL going to still take a really good trade right there. Oh, meanwhile, that's a lot of Widow Mines. And they will all get cleared out. But they get some pretty efficient trades right here. Man, SERRAL's 2-2 was quite delayed as well. And he goes for Burrow here. Very, very high utility upgrade. Very underutilized. Probably still the most underutilized upgrade in the Zerg arsenal. And Cure has cleared out more and more creep on this approach towards the 3rd and 4th base locations. And he gets a little bit more right now. SERRAL's already through the middle of the map, though, with the rest of his creep. And, ooh, that is a Widow Mine drop. No drilling claws, though. Oh, and Cure realizes it as he goes in here. That is very unfortunate. Where is that Widow Mine? Okay, keep it. We'll try and keep tabs on that. Expect that to roll in during a big fight. Ooh, Baneling's getting in on this base. 4 SCVs do get taken down. Not bad from SERRAL in the slightest. Oh, man, this Widow Mine drop still definitely very much poised to get something big done. Drilling Claws upgrade about halfway done. Cure controlling this high ground location. Very, very nice for him. Yeah, dealing with these Drilling Claw Widow Mines is actually very, very difficult to do. Oh, there it is. 7 drones end up getting taken down. SERRAL tries to go for a catch on them. Not going to be able to do so. To be honest, SERRAL is still totally fine, though. He's on 90 workers right now. Ooh, decent splits right there, but still getting some pretty big connections. 6 kills, 2 kills on these 2 Widow Mines. SERRAL's 2-2 finishing up right now. He does have Hive done. He's got that Lurker upgrade, Seismic Spines for the range on the way. Oh, SERRAL could have actually jumped on this drop a little bit right here, and he is going to go for it now. Cure not paying attention. Does get out one of the Drilling Claw Widow Mines and a couple of bio units, but for the most part, getting cleaned up really nice right there. out of SERRAL. And Cure, he's like starting to be active on the map now, but he's doing so a little bit too late, I think. Oh, and SERRAL gonna go in on this base. Does he have enough Baneleys? It doesn't feel like it. Oh, but it's gonna be just barely enough to take this out. Very nice from SERRAL. And he may even retreat away with that Lurker. Cure gonna go for a double drop into the main base, but SERRAL has already dealt a lot of damage to the US economy. And SERRAL has gotten up to 5 bases himself. He is looking really, really good right now. Cure does have an army supply lead, but army value very close to even. And SERRAL with more supply in drones, of course, means his economy is that much better. And, well, Adaptive Talon's not quite done just yet, but it is well on the way. And Viper's now on the way. We've got Hydra's range finishing up, Hydra speed already done. Ooh, we're going to see SERRAL go for another cancel attempt on this base. Oh, it is a kill, not a cancel. Oh, that is really, really nice for SERRAL. Very unfortunate for Cure. Cure trying to drop in once again here. Ooh, is he going to get the... Okay, he does get the hot pick up here. Cure going to now move in with this army on the left side towards this 5th base of SERRAL. Oh, he does have one of those Widow Mines go off. Only 2 with this army, so actually not a lot of fighting power here. And Cure doesn't really have an answer to these Lurkers. He's trying to just overwhelm with this mass bio, but you need to be ahead in order to make that work, I think. And he's not ahead. Nice Blinding Cloud will disable one of the tanks. Second one does get obliterated very quickly. And Cure is going to get mostly cleaned up here. Now, on the right side, there is a rally of bio. 3-3 about to finish up here for Cure. And that will give him a pretty decent upgrade lead. It's going to be 2-1-2 versus 3-3. Soon, +3 Carapace will finish up. And SERRAL should start up that +2 missile and get the +3 melee on the way from that. Oh, no, he's going to go +3 melee first. So, +3 melee, and then we'll eventually go +2 missile as well. SERRAL going to look for another denial on this 4th base. That's going to be... Oh, my God. This is really, really rough for Cure. But he is keeping the pressure on while being on a very low economy. Damn, SERRAL has really been all over this game, and Cure is still making it very close. Ooh, one of the Vipers getting picked off. A little bit of an awkward rally right there from SERRAL. SERRAL doesn't have a bank either. Oh, but that's a lot of Baneleys rolling on in, and that is going to break the momentum of this push. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Cure is dealing with this this remainder of the counterattack from SERRAL, but, I mean, that achieved its objective when it killed the 4th base. The fact, though, that Cure is making this even look close is very, very impressive. SERRAL, though, so many Baneleys going to roll on through. Now, most of them do get picked off, but there are still some Lurkers here. Ooh, SERRAL should unburrow those. No, he's going to keep fighting. We'll lose one of the Lurkers. Cure doing an excellent job here, still maintaining a small army supply lead. But once again, that army value is something that's really important to look for, because those Lurkers just are so supply efficient. Same thing with Banelings, actually, very supply efficient. We're about to have a lot of Banelings joining on up here. 2 Lurkers. Those are kind of going into a random, weird location here. Man, this just feels really, really rough right now for Cure, but considering the fact that he has gotten knocked back down to 3 bases twice, he has gotten a very, very large army for himself. But that being said, he is pretty much on his last legs. He will go... Oh my God, he's going to scan for this Zergling, trying to retake... or trying to take a 4th base with his main command center. Oh, the Lurker flank! Oh, that's what these were for! Very cool moves out of SERRAL. Doesn't quite work out. Cure able to lift off with those units, but... Damn, that was really nice. Man, these Marauders... Oh my God, they tank so hard! They tank so well! Oh, that... Oh! Oh my God, gonna get 2 tanks and a good amount of damage on this bio. Now, there's a lot of medevacs there, so it's not necessarily that significant, but that still cuts into the potential of this army a lot. That's 40% of the tanks right there killed off. And Cure, man, he has really done a good job of making this look scary, but the Blinding Cloud's gonna shut down almost all the army. Huge parasitic bombs hitting the medevacs. Nice pull away from Cure. But SERRAL is just going to absolutely overwhelm him right here. And the finisher will be able to finish this one out. May take a little bit more time. Oh, man, look at this Lurker right here. Getting a little bit of damage done. +2 missile finishing up. We're now on 3-2-3. And, well, Cure does have a decent little concave, but that's a lot of lurkers and seismic spines. And, I mean, you look at the supplies, and yeah, there we go. SERRAL will take game number 2, but oh my god, was it a nail-biter. Considering the fact that SERRAL was on 5 and 6 bases for that long, and Cure, while being on 3 bases, was able to make it that close, that is a testament to the skill of Cure, and he is a frightening player to go up against. And next map here is going to be Oxide. Oxide is a brutal map for Zerg. Absolutely brutal. So this is a great opportunity for Cure to put himself back on top. And here we go. Spawning down in the bottom left position of Oxide. It is the ENCE Esports Zerg. It's SERRAL. And his opponent, spawning up in the top right, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming. It is Cure. And yeah, there's a few reasons that make Oxide a very, very tough map for Zerg. So, reason number 1, it's pretty small. Not a super long rush distance. Not a massive map. A lot of ramps, a lot of chokes. But the number 1 reason that makes Oxide difficult for Zerg players, these rocks right here. These rocks in this high ground location. So as a Zerg player, it is really, really difficult to dislodge any attack from that location unless you can get these rocks taken down. Now, as a Terran player, if you park your Hellions at the top here, if you keep them in that location or keep them around there, it's going to be very difficult for the Zerg to knock these rocks down. In addition, tank pushes where you set up tanks here, tanks here, tanks here, tanks here, onto this third base location, very difficult to stop as Zerg. Now, one thing I will say that makes this a little bit better of a map for Zerg is dealing with roach pushes on this map is a little bit tricky. Now, it's kind of deceptive because you look at this and you're like, oh, this is a super wide open area. But if you don't take these rocks down as Zerg, which I think you have to try and make an attack like that work, and you don't come from, you know, here and this wide open location here, and possibly even knock down these rocks and come from here, that 1-1 roach push doesn't have as much teeth to it. Doesn't have as much bite. But it is still worth noting that could be something SERRAL may try and take advantage of. Oh, look at this Cure. Absolutely no regard for SERRAL's overlords here. And, well, that overlord's going to go down. Out of 3 games so far, 2 of them have featured an overlord getting taken out for SERRAL. And this time, ooh, we are going to see Cure going for a second gas here. So no third command center coming down. No super fast third CC. Wow, there is an engineering bay block on this base. Very interesting considering the fact that he went for Marines. Like, SERRAL's no idiot. He's not going to just let that happen. And that's kind of going to give him the information to know, yeah, you didn't go for a super fast third command center right now. You would need those resources for the command center itself. So, a little bit weird. A little bit weird from Cure right there. I actually really disagree with that decision. I like the lifting barracks. I like that very much. But I don't like the engineering bay block. I think that's giving SERRAL information that you don't need to give. Ooh. All right, this is going to be a 2-1-1. Boy, howdy. Now, is this going to be to try and just shut down creep spread very early on and make a very difficult situation for SERRAL? Hold that thought, though. We're seeing a Roach Warren in a second gas. This is going to be a Roachling Ravager all in from SERRAL. And against a 2-1-1, that is not an ideal scenario for the Zerg. Now, if he plays it defensively, it can be very good. But I don't think we're going to see him play this defensively. Yeah, there it is. 6 Roaches starting on up. Oh, man. This is almost a counter build in favor of Cure. Yeah, there's going to be Stim. There's going to be Medivacs. Oh, now this is... Okay, never mind. Never mind. Hold the phone. This is not a 2-on-1. This is a Hellbat. Hellbat all-in 2-on-1. So this is actually going to hit a little bit later. And with less medevacs. I actually... Oh, this is so bizarre. I like what Cure's doing right here, trying to keep the Marine count hidden. But now he's going to show it. And SERRAL's going to see this, and he's going to be like, oh, okay. And he's actually morphing in Ravagers aggressively. Oh, no, a Ravager getting taken down for free right there. Only costing, yeah, 2 Marines. Not quite free, but close enough. And SERRAL, he's going to have to back up. He's going to start droning out of this. But... Oh, man. This becomes a very weird game now. Now, this is nice for SERRAL. He's going to use this opportunity to get a good amount of creep spread. Oh, SERRAL. No. You want to take down these rocks. That wants to be your objective number 1. And he will be able to do so. Oh, it's going to be a Hellion drop out of this. So one thing that's a little bit tricky for Cure right here is that his 3rd command center is extraordinarily delayed. And while SERRAL's... Oh, that was actually an opportunity to pick off a few Marines right there. Now, this Hellion drop, I still don't think I like it. But it could find incredible damage. Man, this game has turned really, really topsy-turvy very quickly. SERRAL does have double Evo on the way. Now, is this going to be for the 1-1 roaches that I was talking about, or is this going to be for melee upgrades? Okay, here we go with this Hellion drop. Ooh, SERRAL with a pretty quick pull right here. Oh, but the drones are lining up. Oh, you're going to be able to find 4 drones right out of the gate. Another 6 drones getting taken out. Look at the barbecue. Oh, my goodness. Well, that's 16 drones dead, and... I mean, I was a little bit critical of the Hellion drop, but, yeah, that was incredibly strong. That was so much damage. And, well, SERRAL gonna go for these 1-1 roaches, and I would really like to see him try and take down these rocks. Definitely should be taking down these in the middle. And Cure's gonna see that the roach count is continuing to grow, and that should let him know that, yeah, something is weird here. This is not just you doing what you were gonna do. This is you committing to additional roaches. And we do see 2 single medevac drops getting set up here. Oh, SERRAL with a nice little corrosive bile, but Cure way too quick on the draw right there. SERRAL, though, dealing with these drops in both places at once. Now, it is important to note that Cure went for a single engineering bay upgrade right here. Oh, and look at this. Cure, upon seeing the roach count, he is going to take this much easier to defend against roach setup 3rd base. Very funny to see Cure going straight up into +2 attack. I mean, it makes sense. You want those attack upgrades more so. But his 2nd engineering bay is going to be a little bit delayed. He will get 2-1 at a pretty decent timing. It'll be timed out all right. SERRAL, by the way, continuing to add on more and more roaches. Only hit 60 drones. And still no 4th base coming down. Now, is he still going to commit for this 1-1 roach push? Cure does not have a ton of army. Scan will come down. Going to clear out a good amount of creep right here. 1-1 finishing up for SERRAL. Roach speed still a little bit of a ways away from finishing. Neither player wanting to lose units right there, so they both kind of disengage. Oh, this is a little bit awkward for SERRAL. No units actually in the natural. Cure is starting to mine from his 3rd base location. SERRAL will be looking to get some damage on that. How many tanks do we have right now? We only got 4 tanks, and they're not actually really covering this 3rd base. If SERRAL just went for it right now, like just went up towards that 3rd base, he would find a lot of damage. Roaches will deal with this drop on the left side. There are enough roaches in the natural to help deal with that as well. And Cure, he's just going to sacrifice his base. Well, Oh, SERRAL gonna get caught a little bit right here. These are weird scenarios. These are very, very weird scenarios right here. Oh man, SERRAL kind of getting pulled apart between his bases right here. No 2-2 on the way yet for SERRAL. He is looking to end this game. And Corrosive Biles, ooh, will hit a medevac. But this is a lot of bio right here from Cure. And I do not think that SERRAL can push in. Oh, nice job. Snipes off a single Marine. We're about to see 2-1 finish up here for Cure. And that is going to help him a whole hell of a lot. 2-2 just now started up for SERRAL. If Cure gets up to 3-2 upgrades, and SERRAL's still on Roach Tech, he is just in a nightmare scenario right there. And yeah, there it is. +3 weapons on the way. And should see +2 armor start up pretty soon as well. Cure is playing this out very, very intelligently. They're just very conservative and carefully. I like the addition of supply depots. If kind of the battle gets a little bit funky, he can kind of lift those depots in the middle of it and segment up the roaches. And he's keeping his tanks very, very far back. Corrosive Biles coming in from SERRAL, just kind of pushing the army back. And here it is, the big stim coming in from Cure. SERRAL, yeah, he is not going to be able to break through here. He's trying, though. Those tanks providing so much supporting fire from the back. And, well, yeah, I thought that might have been a roach run by, but it is not. This is not Bly with your burrowed roaches. This is SERRAL here, playing a much more straight-up game. To be honest, I would love to have seen, especially after he took out that missile turret. Funnily enough, it's getting rebuilt as I say that. I would have loved to have seen Burrow and Tunneling Claws roaches. Ooh, now there's the Burrow. But to be honest, I think it's a little bit too late to take advantage of that. Nice Corrosive Biles right there. Taking out that pesky patrolling medevac. Cure like, okay, well, I'll just put one back here. Ooh, SERRAL. Almost getting it, though. Cure wants to just not have to think about that. SERRAL would just love to take it out. There is a queen that's going to come forward and take that. Single medevac drop. To be honest, I would love to see like a double or triple medevac drop just because that's more likely to deal a significant amount of damage. SERRAL doesn't really have much he can do in this game. He is going up into his 2-2. That will finish up pretty shortly. He's got Infestors on the way. Fungal plus Parasitic, or sorry, plus Corrosive Bile can be a very, very strong combination. But it's just so hard to see that combo actually get connected and be enough to turn the tide of a fight. Just because medevacs and really good upgrades for Terran Bio, they kind of shred roaches. And by kind of, I mean completely. Ooh, Corrosive Biles coming down. Will get dodged here. That is so many tanks. Oh, huge fungal growth. And there is the combo I was talking about. Actually getting some big connections. But is it going to be enough? It still feels like the answer is no. Oh, Corrosive Biles will come down. They actually take down a tank right there. But there's just so much bio here from Cure. And he has that +3 weapons finished up. So he has an upgrade lead right now. Well, actually, technically, no. It's 3-1 versus 2-2. Corrosive Biles, not going to connect right there, and SERRAL is just running out of army. He does still have a good number of Ravagers, and he's still pretty close to maxed out, but it just feels like Cure's army is so much more stable and powerful, and we see that army value, yeah, it really shows a huge, huge disparity right there. And these Marauders, they just do not die, and Cure will stomp through game number 3, and he is going to move on to match point here on Pillars of Gold. Pillars of Gold, the 4th map. If it does come down to it, it will be Death Aura for map number 5. And this is turning real spicy real quick. All right, and here we go. Spawning up in the top right, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming, it is Cure. And his opponent, spawning down in the bottom left, representing ENCE Esports, it is SERRAL. SERRAL, man, such a good player, but Cure is really turning it on in this series. I really would have liked to see a transition back into, you know, Mutiling Bane. Well, not necessarily Mutiling Bane, but Ling Bane. Just adding on some Zerglings, adding on some Banelings. I didn't mind the Infestors. I actually thought those were pretty good. I think if he'd added on Infestors and then gone Infestor, Ling, Bane, Ravager, that would have been pretty good. Cure, though. Great decisions throughout. Never overcommitting, never going too far forward. Never just letting himself get abused, I would say. Now, Pillars of Gold, probably the best TVZ map these days for Zerg in the current map pool. Every other map, it feels like, has something that feels uncomfortable. Yeah, it's probably a toss-up between this and Lightshade. Pillars of Gold doesn't really have anything glaring that you look at and you're like, this is a nightmare for Zerg. So, like, that high ground position I was talking about on Oxide, or Romanticide, dealing with just continuous pushes, and I guess the middle rocks on Oxide as well. Or, sorry, Romanticide. Death Aura, very difficult to break a Terran player. And some pretty decent push positions there. Now, there is still this position here that can be very strong to push, but it doesn't provide as much value as, say, the position on Oxide. You know, if you want to go for a push, you're still pushing up to high ground as opposed to down into low ground. Ooh, this is a little bit awkward for SERRAL. We'll have that drone get spotted, but Cure, he's just like, well, I want to find damage with this. SERRAL should be able to go for the hatchery now. Oh, nice grenade right there. Gonna force a... Oh, gonna be a little bit close, but that will get up right there. A little bit weird all over the place right there. It will be this super fast third command center once again out of Cure. He knows that SERRAL, being down 1-2, very unlikely to go for a, you know, another Ling, Bane, Ravager, or sorry, Roach, Ling, Ravager all in, that he tried to go for in game number 3. So I like this decision from Cure. SERRAL, once again, going to go for an Overlord speed build. This time, it will be Ling speed first. So it's not going to be some, you know, cutting Ling speed to get this up. But, of course, there was no double Marine opener. It was, in fact, that much more standard Reaper opener. Now, Cure... Wow, did he not transfer one of his add-ons there? Huh. Very bizarre. SERRAL going to get the Scout in here with this pneumatized Carapace. And it is 3CC with a Viking here. So SERRAL may be able to just save all of his Overlords, which would be really, really nice for him. Now, is it going to be Viking into Liberator? Ooh, Cure going in here for a drone snipe. Will get that. Even pulls back the Reaper. SERRAL not quite paying attention there. A little bit unfortunate. And yes, it will be Viking into Liberator. And that's going to be a dead Overlord. Anytime you get an Overlord with your opponent having gone Overlord speed, that is incredibly nice for the Terran player. And once again, SERRAL prioritizing taking down these rocks. Really, really big fan of that. Ooh, that Queen almost getting taken out, but not quite. SERRAL does manage to pull it back there. And Cure, yeah, just trying to, at this point, keep the rocks alive. Now, something that's important to note is because it's high ground to low ground, Cure can't do this from this side, like you can on Oxide. He has to kind of expose himself by going in from the left. This Viking, by the way, still looking for value here. SERRAL would love to see him just pop a Transfuse on this Queen. It's already pretty low on HP. Gonna need to do so eventually anyways. SERRAL is taking this kind of pocket third, and I guess I guess by design this fourth base over here on the left. Will be another quick Bane speed out of SERRAL. That is, of course, the safer way to play. And SERRAL should be able to finish these rocks off before any push could materialize. We're still about a minute and a half away. About a minute and a half away from a push coming across the map. And SERRAL's already going to take these rocks down right now. So very, very nice. SERRAL doing a good job of covering his lings to do the dirty work of unburying that rebel. Unburying, destroying? I don't know what you would call that. Cure now is going for that very, very standard bio push follow-up. Does he have a tank on the way? Not yet. He's actually just been using this as an add-on factory. The factory producing add-ons is an add-on factory. Look at that. Double scan coming down, trying to clear out these creep tumors here. SERRAL just playing conservative with his lings, knowing that Cure is one of those players who's going to have incredible Hellion control, so trying to take those down, not going to be an option, really. Very surprising that SERRAL did not spread creep here or respread it. But he does have an Overlord dropping creep, so yeah, he'll be able to just respread that immediately. And doesn't really lose any actual progress on his creep spread. Now, another scan. 3 scans being used to try and clear creep. That is a lot of scan energy being committed. That's 3 mules right there. And here we go with this push coming in from Cure. Could be another Hellbat one. Bane speed not quite finished up. SERRAL going for the surround on the Hellions, but with Marines in the back, not going to be able to do so. And here is this around 7 minutes, 7:10, 7:20 timing. Bane speed still a couple of seconds away, but SERRAL, ooh, he's setting up for a potential flank. That could be really, really nice for him. Looking to cut off reinforcements. Oh, Cure going to back away, though. He may have seen this. Oh, it doesn't look like it. SERRAL's actually just going to turn this into a counterattack. And I actually really, really like this. The units are not in position here for Cure. Oh, and that is going to be quite a few SCVs getting taken down. That is really nice value. And he actually gets a couple of Marines and the gas there. 19 SCVs all told. All of a sudden, SERRAL is 30 workers up. Cure is in so much trouble in this game if he doesn't find immediate damage. And SERRAL, he's going to roll on forward on creep with these Baneleys. Will take out the majority of the Hellbats. I think he should have just kept attacking until at least the Hellbats were gone there. Does need to respread creep here. And he can do it. He can save all this creep. But things sure do get hectic in this Vidya game. SERRAL floating a lot of minerals and gas. No tech yet. No infestation pit, no spire, no hydroden. Looking a little bit like Steadfast macro right here. There we go. Infestation pit coming down. And, oh, that is an effective Widow Mine right there. Last 2 not getting too much done. And SERRAL has cleaned that up and once again keeps his creep spread intact, which is very, very valuable. There we go. Did respread a little bit of this creep right here. So he's still got a nice... Man, that's a lot of queens right there. How many queens do we have? 14 queens. And, what is that? 9, 10 right here. So that's not even all of his queens. Gonna basically provide lockdown defense around that base. Burrow once again coming in here for SERRAL. And once again, Cure does not have his army in position to defend his base. And SERRAL committing a lot of units in here for the counterattack. Going to be able to find a lot of SCVs. 10 SCVs. Ooh, SERRAL, or Cure trying to close the door on these units. Oh, these Banes kind of getting caught here a little bit. Will end up going down, but still 12 SCVs. Oof, nice hot pickup there from Cure, keeping those army units alive. But 12 SCVs going down. Already we've seen 31 SCVs in this game getting taken out. And there we go, Drilling Claws coming down. That very, very powerful upgrade. Where is it? There we go, in the natural. So that double factory setup. Still, okay, there we go. 4th command center on the way, but still not being taken yet. And Cure not actually sprucing his SCV count back up. He is only on 54 workers. Oh, that's a sad queen right there. Will get transfused, though, so now it's a happy queen. Couple of Widow Mines getting taken out. 3rd one does fire its shot without doing anything. SERRAL looking for this command center here. And will find it here. He's actually going to take the fight on top of these Marines. 2-2 does finish up, though, for Cure. And, well, he's actually going to clean up this small contingent of Marines. That one Marine still surviving with 4 kills. Cure moving in on the left side once again. Oh, there is a couple of Widow Mines. Looks like they didn't really achieve much at all. Maybe just one Widow Mine. SERRAL still respreading creep. He's doing an excellent job of staying on top of this. His money has been floating for a fair bit of this series, though. Or not series, this game. There we go. Adrenal Glands. He can start up 3-3. He can go into an Ultra Cavern. There it is. And he can build a ton of Zerglings right now. Gonna burrow a link here at this base. Ooh, he's got one burrowed at this base, too. Does get scanned and cleared out. But wasting a scan, always a nice move. Oh, that's a lot of Drilling Claw Widow Mines. One of them does... Oh, 3 of them actually getting taken out on the bottom side. And one of them firing a small shot, but not getting a whole lot done. SERRAL continuing to get work done here. He does burrow a couple of Banelings. Oh, look for these. Look for these. Oh, he's going to unburrow them all. 15 SCVs going down. SERRAL has now killed 46 of his opponent's workers, and he has a stranglehold on this game. And he's just going to move in with a huge force of Ling Bane. Oh, the Widow Mines. Oh, I think that was retargeted right there, but it doesn't matter. There's too many Banelings here. Will clear up a good amount of Marines on the left. Cure still keeps a lot of his army alive. Oh. Damn, look at that. He even only uses 2 of the 3 Banelings that he burrowed. SERRAL is absolutely on fire in this game number 4, and he is looking to send it to game 5. He is saying, Cure, I am not going quietly into the night. I am going to make you bleed. Nice split right there from SERRAL. Oh, that one Widow Mine. Oh, it hits all the Banelings. Very, very nicely done from Cure. But he just does not have enough to hold on at this point. There's just way too much Zerg. And SERRAL, he has got to be able to send this to a game number 5. More and more SCVs being taken down. 52 in this game. And, well, Cure, he just doesn't have any way to survive. And GG will get called, even losing his 3rd command center. SERRAL evens the series at 2 apiece. And we are going to the ace match. Game number 5, deciding it all, it is going to be Death Aura. Death Aura, a pretty even-ish map. Not amazing for one player or the other, but a decent map to finish things off. And here we go. Spawning down in the bottom right, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming, it is Cure. And his opponent, spawning up in the top left, representing ENCE Esports, it is SERRAL. With a great game there, a great recovery game. After a little bit of a rough game number 3, shakes it off, comes back even stronger. And, well, Cure, he had his moments, he had his opportunities there. But SERRAL was just all over him. From the start, it felt like. And are there any spicy builds we're going to see from either player here? Death Aura, not a great map for all-ins, per se. Just kind of, just like I said, kind of a standard map. Very tough to break a Terran on 4 bases. Not a massive approach into the 4th base. Ramp going in to the 3rd base. Now, from the Zerg perspective, you do have to be mindful about tanks getting set up here and pushes in towards this base. Widow Mines getting set up on the bottom of the ramp. Tanks getting set up there. We're starting to see a lot of Zerg players take down these rocks to provide an opportunity to flank in from behind on a Terran army. And it's a good way to play. It's a good way to play. Now, it is a very standard opening from Cure, but the one difference, once again, it's a Marine opening. So Kira has been mixing these in this series, and he's going for it again. No second Marine coming down. Going to be a very quick second gas, in fact, before building that reactor. This is suspicious. That's a lot of gas to have in this current meta of TVZ. Huh. This makes me wonder if there's something like battle cruisers on the menu. The Boston battle cruisers. We'll have to see. We'll keep an eye out what he does with that gas. But for now, it's just going to be a quick starport. And it will be a swap on for those Hellions, that double reactor Hellion. Ooh, SERRAL. He has the reads this time. No Ling speed. And going straight up into that Overlord speed. And I think this is a really, really nice read on what Kira's been doing. This is in response to no Reaper that he saw, I think, as well. Oh, it's going to be double Widow Mine. Okay. This is going to be a Widow Mine drop. Oh, this is so weird. SERRAL, though, he is going to see this very, very early on. Now, will he actually see the Widow Mines pop out? If he does, that is such amazing value. Oh, this is really, really important. He is going to see the Armory. Oh, he needs to actually see the Widow Mines. Okay, he saw them for a moment. Sees that medevac. And this looks just like Marines. Oh, and he's going to see the Widow Mines here. Okay, that should let him know what's up. And he's actually getting a Spine Crawler here because his Ling speed is so delayed. He thinks this is a Hellbat build, but now he should know this is a Widow Mine drop build. This is such a weird, weird build out of Kira. And it is that Armory for the permanent cloak on those Widow Mines, even after they fired their shot. SERRAL, I don't think he's put 2 and 2 together just yet. He needs Spore Crawlers, and he needs them now. The only other option is to entirely prevent the Widow Mines from getting burrowed. Now, there are 4 Queens in position, which is going to be a lot of DPS into that medevac. And there we go. Spore Crawlers are starting up. 1 at the third base, 1 in the natural. Nothing in the main base just yet. I actually am okay with this. He's actually playing this very conservatively in terms of resource committal. Because he knows where the medevac's coming from, so he doesn't technically need that additional setup yet. Now, this is kind of funny because Cure is now turning this into a harassment build where he's trying to just pick off Overlords. Hellions are going to move forward, and this can become a Hellbat push. In fact, I think it is going to become that. Oh, man, what a funky, funky setup here. And that is 6 Hellbats, and he's landing a Viking with this. And we'll combo this now with a with that Widow Mine drop. Oh, this just became a lot scarier for SERRAL. Oh, that medevac very, very low on HP. Meanwhile, one of the Hellbats has been taken out. And this is actually not looking all that great for Cure. Ooh, SERRAL not able to transfuse because he's focused on the actual Widow Mine drop. Widow Mine drop has not achieved much of anything. Only 2 kills right there. Meanwhile, the Hellbat Viking push. Man, this was so good for SERRAL. This has been held incredibly well. Only losing 2 drones for this amount of commitment, and now this medevac is completely trapped. As long as SERRAL sets up a queen here, and I think here and here, that medevac drop is doomed to die. Which makes this already significant supply lead even bigger, because you have to subtract 10 supply from what Cure has right now. Now, Cure does have a 3rd command center finished up. I was like, did I miss the medevac going down? No, I did not. It flew into the top left corner. SERRAL actually going to try and rely on spores here. I was going to say, no reason to not follow this with an Overlord. Yeah, just put it right on follow command. Absolutely bully it. Now, Stim is done. And there's, what, 11 Marines in there? Not a whole lot. One thing I will say is that SERRAL's creep spread hasn't had a chance to develop very much. so it's not fantastic just yet. Oh, that is a lot of Marines right here, and only a couple of Queens, but some very nice timely transfuses will keep them alive. And yeah, 2 Marines go down, and I don't think much for the Zerg went down at all. Cure really looking for more damage here. He has gone for a second factory, and he's continuing to build Widow Mines, so he will be going up into that Drilling Claws. Oh, there we go. Medevac gonna try and run through the natural. Oh, the Queen a little bit late right there. And these Widow Mines will get to fire. But only... yeah, they're not going to achieve much of anything. They get 2 Zerglings, and that's it. SERRAL will clear them all out. Cure is coming in on the right side here. Oh, now we are going to actually see Mutiling Bane out of SERRAL. That one Widow Mine getting an okay shot. Actually getting saved, which is really, really nice from Cure. SERRAL just needs to respread that creep more than anything. Ooh, another Bane drop coming in here from the Finnish Phenom. 1-1 finished up here for Cure. Does need to start up that 2-2 as soon as possible. So important in this decisive Game 5. There it is. Starts that up, as well as the +1 vehicle, weapons, and armor. That is a really good upgrade because it affects Widow Mines, Medevacs, tanks, and Thors. Now, of course, against... oh, 6 SEVs just got picked off. Oh my god, that Baneling drop. Coming in, getting 6 SEVs, almost getting a couple of Marines as well. Oh, that is... oh, nice job from SERRAL right there to mitigate the Widow Mine splash. Last second split. 1-1 about to finish up here for SERRAL. There we go. 9 mutas now on the way. Make it 14. Damn. That is a lot of mutas to get all of a sudden. Could really, really mess with Cure if he can jump on top of a drop. Now, this 5th base will get canceled. SERRAL taking a 6th, which now becomes his 5th. +1 flyer upgrades on the way here for SERRAL. Has put all of his gas into mutas, so doesn't have enough money to start up his 2-2 upgrades, but really needs to prioritize that. He actually gets 2 more mutas first. So really looking to shock his opponent. Is he hiding them? Ooh, Widow Mines are going to come in here. Drilling Claws is done. Oh, Cure with the smart unburrow right there. Oh, he gets 5 SCVs right there, and there we go. The mutas do reveal themselves. Another Drilling Claw drop getting set up on the right side. And, well, SERRAL nicely in position here. But Cure going to unload one of those Widow Mines, almost getting a shot off even still. And there we go. SERRAL clears that up. Doesn't take any additional drone losses, so good job from the finisher. But he is in a little bit of trouble just in terms of that upgrade timing. 2-2 now finishing up for Cure. If he goes straight up into that 3-3, things will get very difficult when 3-3 comes online, and the hive from SERRAL is, well, I mean, it's actually not going to be that delayed relative to the upgrades themselves. The upgrades will still need to be built. Oh, that's a big Widow Mine shot. Only kills 1 muta, but does take out a lot of the HP of the others, and allows for a second kill. But 2 more Widow Mines do go down. So, I mean, that's still okay for SERRAL. And this is a very good muta map. That is something you have to keep in mind. The ability to dance between the main and third is difficult. Now, Cure currently very well buttoned up against that, but will he be forever? If things get messy, if SERRAL can get some Banelings in on this base, maybe clear out some units, clear out some static defenses, he can open things up for those mutas to be a lot more valuable, get a lot more oomph, a lot more punch. And it looks like he's going to go for just that. This is a lot of Ling Bane. And he's morphing in additional Banelings here. Now, I don't actually know about this. Will take down the wall and gets a couple of connections on top of the Marines. Thors, how many mutas just went down? Only 1 additional muta. So not that bad. Ooh, and the burrow upgrade completing once again. SERRAL kind of just utilizing this at the moment to get his creep spread further and further developed, which is actually really, really nice. He is up on 90 workers. He has resecured this as a 6th base. His hive is on the way, and will time out not too badly with his 2-2. He's still going to be waiting for a little bit of time to get that up. These rocks finally getting worked on, but will not get taken out. Kira's going to theoretically defend them, so to speak. Not a lot of Widow Mines with this force, but enough to give SERRAL a little bit of pause. Ooh, those are some decent Baneling connections. But the Widow Mines did not go off. There we go. 2 of them do get baited out. More on the right side. Will get taken out as well. And now this Thor getting kind of abandoned here. Good job from SERRAL to take that out. +2 vehicle plating well far along, but +2 flyer attacks far along as well. And there we go. SERRAL adding on his 3-3. It is going to be Ultras and Adrenal Gland. So it will be that Mutiling Bane Ultra. Ooh, looks like a couple of burrowed Widow Mine or burrowed Banelings. Not going to get the connections they're looking for. Very aggressive Baneling roll in there from SERRAL. Ends up getting a decent little connection on top of the Marines. I like this. I like when Zerg players send just small amounts of Ling Bane in against these very strong forces. Ooh, that Widow Mine in the back. We're looking to see if that'll get some damage. No, it does get cleared out. Trying to switch targets a little bit too much. Doesn't end up firing off at all. And SERRAL looking to spread creep here once again. God, he is just so good at respreading that. Nice job. Mitigates that one Widow Mine on the right side. Another one getting huge friendly fire. Oh, that is devastating for Cure. And SERRAL going to pick off a Thor as well behind this. And, well, I kind of talked about cracking the defenses. He hasn't necessarily cracked the defenses with the Mutiling Bane, but he has kept his opponent from ever getting comfortable. And SERRAL is just continuing to throw wave at Zerg, wave after wave of Zerg at his opponent. And he has a lot of upgrades down the pipeline as well. +3 flyer attacks now on the way. We've got Adrenal Glands finishing up in a moment. Chitinous Plating still working on that 3-3. It's about 60% of the way done. And SERRAL just has never been able to exert himself on the map. Looks like a traitor creep tumor that tried to block that base does get taken out. And SERRAL going to look for a denial on this left side base. And he is going to find it 100%. Oh, that Widow Mine will burrow, but does get taken out. And now there's a couple of burrowed Banes here as well. Kira going to move forward on the right side, but SERRAL may take this opportunity to get even more damage done on the left, and yes, he is. He's going to take out a new building command center and the 3rd base, or 4th base, I should say, of Cure. Oh my god, the Baneling's finding even more damage there. And SERRAL is looking so good right now. Ling Bane going to buy time for this big Ultralisk switch. 6 Ultras being produced right now, and Cure, he does have a lot of Marauders in his force. Which is good, but I don't think it's enough per se. Oh, and 2 more Widow Mines getting taken out. Nice job from SERRAL just stacking up those mutas to take them out. Very easy micro, but important to actually do it. It does still take attention and focus. And there we go. 3-3 and Chitinous Plating are now done for SERRAL. He will have fully upgraded Ultralisks when they do pop out. And, well, as I say that, he actually does need the Anabolic Synthesis, that speed upgrade for off of creep that makes them such big bulldozers. Makes them so much more difficult to deal with. I like this, taking down these rocks. Gonna make assaulting this 5th base location that much easier. Man, Cure is really, really sieged up right now. Like, really being besieged, I should say. And a lot of Marauders in this force. Very important for dealing with these Ultras. One of the Thors will go down. This base just now being refinished up. SERRAL keeping the pressure on, though. Baneling's going to roll in. Will connect on top of these SCVs. Now, there's a lot of bio here, so SERRAL cannot push in too far. Cannot keep pressing in. And there we go. We see the kind of swooshes as the Ultralisks move. They do have that Anabolic Synthesis upgrade now. Man, SERRAL so tenacious with his creep spread. How many creep tumors have been taken out? 50. How many are on the map right now? 136. SERRAL has spread almost 200 creep tumors total. Actually, that number is going to reach 200 very, very soon. And, ooh, we do see Banelings rolling in once again, looking to find connections on this bio. Will not really get them, but they actually get the orbital command into the red. That is how much pressure this third base has been under from SERRAL. And SERRAL's never really found incredible value there, but he has kept his opponent from ever feeling comfortable. Ever. Would like to see SERRAL take down these rocks. If this ever becomes a point of contention, you may as well take it out. But he's actually going to look for the win right now. He is going to roll in with another big amount of Ling Bane and those Ultralisks in the back. Banelings will connect on top of the wall, taking down a good amount of bio in the process as well. But this is a little bit too much bio, even for those 3/3 Ultras with chitinous plating. And SERRAL, he is continuing to just grind his opponent down. Only 3,000 resources lost behind in terms of, or 3,000 resources behind in terms of resources lost. And he is just really, really keeping the pressure on. Cure, who looked so good in game numbers 1, 2, and 3, is now on the verge of getting knocked out here. SERRAL with a 5k, almost 6k, 3k bank. And has so much creep on the map. He is continuing to keep the pressure on. Cure cannot even secure a 5th base. Cannot even really hold his 3rd. And another big Baneling detonation right there. And, oh man, Cure, he is holding on for dear life, and he's doing a good job of it. But SERRAL is just keeping so much pressure on. A little bit of an overburrow right there. Does unburrow all but 2 of those units. And once again, Cure going to try and secure this base on the left side. But there is a burrowed Zergling here. SERRAL has just been so on top of things. Ooh, that one Widow Mine will get a decent connection, but SERRAL with a pretty okay split himself. Helping to deal with that. He's even now starting to take some of Cure's bases. Oh, this creep really, really suffocating the map here for Cure. And SERRAL, he has +3 on these mutas. He is going to be able to take down this base using his Ling Bane army, Ling Bane Ultra army, I should say, to try and keep the army pen back while he kills off that command center. Very nice 1-2 punch from SERRAL. And as long as he keeps Cure on 4 bases, well, Cure is going to run out of money extraordinarily soon. Look at this. Main base completely mined out, being lifted off. Natural completely mined out. 3rd base nearly gone. 4th base nearly gone. And Cure nearly gone out of this tournament. SERRAL on the verge of making it happen. Actually has a huge gas bank right now. Oh, I love this. Picking off Marauders with these Mutalisks to make the Ultras more effective. And he is going in for what may very well be the final push of the game. Cure is going to hold on for now. Does lose a couple more SCVs, but let's be real. He cannot even utilize the ones he has. And Scan does take out these burrowed Banelings, but Cure is really just on one more army right here, and SERRAL can make army after army after army. As I say that, 5 more Ultralisks in production here. Oh, he's going to find these Widow Mines that have already shot their shot. Cure trying to secure a 5th base desperately, trying to get that up and running. Considering how much has gone down in this game, only 13 mutas have gone down. That is really, really nice for SERRAL. And he actually started up +2 Flyer Carapace for a moment. I would have loved to see him just go for it. Why not? And Ling Bane Ultra rolling in once again. This is a really great spread from Cure, but he just does not have the numbers, does not have the bank, does not have the army, and Cure, he is getting overwhelmed here on this 5th base attempt. SERRAL, he may run out of steam with this initial push, but Cure knows the writing is on the wall. GG will get called, and SERRAL takes a nail-biting series 3-2 versus Cure and moves on into the losers bracket finals, guaranteeing